because we was having fun. So we was like really locking in on that different one. But yeah, like, yeah, we were just like so inspired by how different Outkast was. And it was so cool because like when we were creating, we like felt that same vibe, but in like a new school way. So we felt like it was like, yeah, just taking that same feel, but making it feel like us, like not trying to copy the blueprint, but more so paying homage. Cause that's two different things. Paying homage and copying like somebody's whole vibe is like two different things. So yeah, like with the other stuff that we'll have, like you'll see like it's consistent, like it's going to be different and strange to some people, like, but that's okay. Like, and it's been cool getting to play me and this stuff for some people because people tend to be taken by surprise with like the sonic of it because it sounds like old head music, which is so cool to me. I love that. Lord willing, there's more that we'll get to drop in that project. Like we don't want to force it, so we're trying to like organically go about it and do our own music. So it's like trying to finish it. And we got to get a group name, man. We can't just be Hulvey and Tori Deshawn, so we got to figure it all out, you know?
I think one of the things you talked about earlier that really struck me was just sort of the ups and downs that you've experienced through COVID and the protests and the craziness of 2020. And I think one thing that we all have experienced to varying degrees is that COVID's made it really difficult to focus on work. You know, just understanding that people are dying from this and just understanding how terrible it's or how terribly it's affecting our communities. But one thing that's interesting, Hulvey, is that you dropped about 14 new tracks and 2 re-releases in 2020 alone. So one of the things we really wanted to ask you was like, has the pandemic actually increased your focus and made you more committed to your craft?
Yep. Gave me more time because like shows got canceled. All the bookings lined up, like anything, inquiries, all that stuff was out the window. No tours. It was just album singles, all that. And then I was locked in my room. The Reach guys gave me some equipment, and I just recorded like the whole time. So I stockpiled and focused and went in and like, yeah, had a vision too, like clear vision on stuff and like, yeah. So I really like low key like hibernated, as in like I stockpiled everything, and now I can just hibernate on it because it's just, yeah, a lot of music, it was a lot of like intentionality, which was cool too, because it was like I started to find myself at certain points, like the more I would thrive spiritually, the more that the focus of the music was like would enhance, and it would like start to sound like heaven. Like I feel like I started to get ideas that weren't normal, and I was like, man, this is crazy. Like the more we tap into him, like the music just comes out so beautiful. And the music is just music, but it is beautiful that it's an expression of his heart.
You could describe the direction you're taking in your music innovation-wise. How would you?
Yeah. To be honest with y'all, man, like I be doing quite about anything, but I've been leaning pop, like a lot of pop type stuff. And I guess it's just because like I've always loved like Justin Bieber's music or like Charlie Puth. Like I just Post Malone, any of that type stuff. It just hits me in a way that, man, like it just hits. It just sounds so good. So I've been doing a lot of that, to be honest with y'all. So like pop music, and I spit obviously, but y'all even heard it in the game. It's like I just haven't really. I've been rapping, but like God's had me in a place innovation wise where I'm just stretching myself. Like I really love melodies. I just love I love music that I can pull from all the influences. So I can take the hip hop influence, but I can like meld it in and make it universal for people. Like, man, because yeah, man, if I don't want to do what everybody else has done. You know what I mean? Like I get one chance. Like, you know, I'm definitely gonna keep spitting, but there's like a way to do it that's fresh.
Yeah, bro, you was singing though. You was singing. You was singing on that joint. I mean, but no, part of your story is that you dropped out of college to pursue your musical career and singing and rapping. You know what I mean? Now you're part of the CHH Rockefeller Records, aka Reach. Do you see
Yeah,
yourself as the Kanye West of Reach Records? And
a
how
little
much
bit.
of a hand in the actual production portion of the records, like, do you have? Like, do you like make beats? And also, do you plan to go back to school to get your degree?
All right. I'll answer the last question first. No. And then I'm not going back. It's just not work out. That's just not happening. And then production wise, man, like I love production, and I started off as a producer before I did I was doing production for myself when I started. So I'm like so hands in on production. It's kind of cool because for me, I let people make beats, but I like being in the room, and like I just like sometimes I think people get aggravated because I'm like, nah, bro, like do this sound right here, like I hear it in my head, like you need to just trust me, like do this. And so yeah, kind of like y'all could probably tell, like I do see myself like Ye in certain ways creatively, where it's just like I like to go there, you know what I mean? Like I like to take it there, but at the same time, like I think I'm me. Like Kanye leans Kanye, and then Hulvey's gonna lean Hulvey. Like I see, like I feel like RG is like Kanye in a lot of ways. Honestly, Ace Harris is like Kanye. That's who's like Kanye West. Shoot.
Yo, hey, listen, if you ever decide to come out with some Hulveys, I need a size 13 though, bro. You know what I mean? Over there. I just want you to know.
Spell it like HULVEEEEES.
You gotta put 7 E's in there, bro. You 7 E's.
7 E's. Size 13. Bet. God lets me do that. Say less.
All right. Hulvey, you briefly mentioned RG, and it's interesting that you bring him up because we really wanted to think about so in the past 2 or 3 years, Reach has clearly made a push for signing younger talent. So we've already got you, Wande, Few, RG who's still signed, and then Aha, who decided to take his talents off the label. But what makes a group of you guys who are younger special, and how do you expand upon what's already been done within CHH?
Yeah. I think it's just being ourselves, who God made us to be, tapping into like music, where music is now, because yeah, we all 4 of us have our own ear, and we all love different stuff. And also, we just have more ear for what's going on now. Like we all like really, that's where we're from, is this generation. So we came up on the Drakes and the Chief Keefs and you know what I mean? Like just different, like a whole nother generation. I mean, obviously Kanye and them, but more so like the innovators of the new school, like, you know, and then Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, all that stuff, like, has played an influence. I know on me, like, for sure, but on them, too. Yeah, Travis Scott, shoot.
So
Yeah.
as a follow up to that, how often do the 4 of you have conversations about the future of our space, and what are those conversations like if they do happen?
I've talked to I've talked to RG, like, and RG was just always like, it's funny. He'll just be like, man, like, he's like, man, like, it's gonna be big, man. It's gonna be big. Like 2021, like, it's gonna touch, like, people are waiting. Which I love that he says people are waiting, because he'll follow that up by being like, man, like, we have hope, like, to give people. And like, man, like, people are waiting on Jesus. And I really like love it when he says that. That gets me fired up. We talked about that song. Trying to think conversations. Yeah, I think the person I really talked to that about specifically is like RG. I don't see Few a lot, because honestly, getting in and out, it's really like a timing thing, where it's like everybody's just hustling to get their stuff in. But yeah. And then Wande is great. I'm trying to think about sometimes it's just really not CHH combos. Like, it's more so just like, hey, like, what are you working on? Or like, you know what I mean? It's just not always like about the space. But when it is, I've typically like had a couple with RG, and it's encouraging to hear. So yeah.
Something that's really dope about you is so far this Hulvey brand is like ripe with intense visuals and music videos. So is that part of your vision, kind of the visual aspect of it, and how are those all executed?
Head on the nail, dude. Intense visuals is the key. I'm very like super intentional, man. I like, for this Regions video, like, we're gonna go all in, and like, I'm just tired of performance shots. Like, Like, don't get me wrong, like, other sides performance shots, but I want to tell a story. Like, I wanted to feel like, man, like, let's stop standing in front of a great background and flexing. We're good. Like, nobody needs that no more. Like, people can go do that. But even if it's a fun song, how do we tie in the story? How do we have fun? I'm on videos. I have videos and I'm on videos that don't really tell much of a story. Do they impact people? Yeah. Do people have fun with them? Yes. But does it maximize somebody's situation and does it help people? Like, for real? Like, I don't know. Like, so yeah, I just think, like, for me, I really want to make crazy videos. One, because they're fun, but more so because when you have something to look at, it just hits different than just listening to something. Like, man, like, music can get old, but once you can tie a visual to it, it can give it a new life and it can just touch you in a new way. Like, y'all know that Don't Waste Your Life video. Like, it touched so many people. Like, the Just Like You video, it's like deeper than music. It's like expressing God's heart in another way. Like, and that's a whole nother type of art. Like, and I love, like, videos. So for me, like, yeah, very intentional about it, and I plan on never stopping that for all my stuff. It's always gonna be quality, and telling a story and engaging with them fans like they're real people, because they are.
One thing, I'm realizing with you as you speak is that, one, you're articulated, but two, you want to make sure that you're exemplifying God through everything that you do, and you want to give him that.
We better.
And yeah, literally, because without him, we're nothing. And I can, like, hear, like, the love of God in your voice, and it sounds like, and I'm pretty sure you are. You're in your word. You're always in your word. You're always praying without ceasing.
Honestly, man, that's something God's convicting me of. Like, right now, that's something God's convicting me of, is to read more. Because for me, like, I'll spend time with him or be talking to him or praising him. But he's been putting on my heart, like, man, you got to be in that truth. Because I found myself, like, not reading as much as I should. And I realized that when I don't have truth to stand on, that I waver, or I don't know how to handle a situation or something. It's because I'm not standing on his truth that he gives me freely. So being honest, man, like, I wish I was reading more. Like, I don't want to sit here and just let you, like, I appreciate that, but, like,
oh no, I understand.
You know what I mean? Like,
we all there, yeah. Can you tell us about the YouVersion Bible plan and the curriculum you're working on, and, like, how that ties into your Keep Breathing initiative, bro?
Yeah, so it's still getting worked on. I personally took a little break on it because I just wanted to be from him. And so it's going to match up with the theme of the music, and it's going to kind of tie into that whole what you inhale and exhale concept. But I just, what I told the team was, like, man, I just really want to, like, do it from his heart. And so I'm just taking my time, and I want to be able to really lock in on it, because it's not just me, it's a team effort. Like, something like a Bible plan, it takes a team. And I'm not always the best at, like, articulating or tying in, but, like, other people are, so they can help me. So, yeah, I just want to make sure I can really tap in and do it right. So, yeah, I'm really excited about it. It'll tie in, like, concepts from the music, but more so really, like, life stuff, from most importantly, like, reminding us that we're connected to him. So I just can't put out a Bible plan, like, until it's right, like, until the Spirit, like, bless me. And I understand that it's a fun thing to do. Like, I feel like it looks really cool when that happens. But I don't take it lightly. Like, I don't take it lightly to, like, put out truth to people, like, just throwing it out there. But that's my opinion. But on it, I'm really excited about it. Like, I think it's gonna be really good. Just needs to be done, like, right. And which is, I really appreciate Reach for letting me take a pace on it, because, yeah, that just means a lot to me. So.
The final thing would be, what do you got? What do you got for us? You said you had a little something for us.
I'm just gonna this like a little plug, a little leak, because I feel like this would be good for the fans to know. So we got the next 2 singles coming out. We got the one with Lecrae, which is Reasons, and then one with Andy. I'm not gonna give the name on that one, but I have a song with Andy, and I'm really excited about both. And I also have a track with Dante Bowe that I'm finishing. I don't know if y'all know him, but from Maverick City Music and all that. So, like, be looking for those. Really, really excited. Like, all three of them are just songs that I